Bridge and getting closer to the bottom end of this road. Seeing a glimpse of the river here and there. And now we're coming along the bottom edge of these mountains that seem to be the back end of the Whitefish Range. So I've been sharing my trip. Been out here a few hours. Been to Pole Bridge and back. I've been in this river. My last stop, I thought I would check out the river. I've never tried to enter the water right there before, so I had to go down and see for myself, right? Whether it's something I could get in or not. And well, it turns out there's like a lot of big round rocks. It's kind of shallow and it's moving really fast, so if you get out there too far, you could easily fall over. And I've already got problems with my feet and ankles, so I don't want to hurt myself and make matters worse. And yeah, it's pretty chilly too, by the way, so I kept my bathing suit on. I figured, you know, if I make it down to Lake 5 before they stop letting people in, I am jumping all the way in that water. So it's about 7:30 now. So now we're getting a big shadow from the mountains. So if I look out the window, you know, we're looking east at Apgar Mountain. And if I look out front, we're looking southbound. Now I was thinking, where I need to turn off could be coming up shortly. So I might keep you on board with me. Look at it, just deep, thick forest right here. We're going right along the edge of these hills. And I think that we're part of the hill. We're kind of on the side of this hill. So I want to go down here. I would have to hike down a pretty steep hill to get in the river at this point. Yes, I think we have gained a little altitude since I left the river access campground area by the looks of it. And now we are rolling downhill and there's somebody coming. I'll just show you outside the window while we're cruising by here, and that way I don't feel like I didn't want to tape that guy and let him see me do it, right? Nothing to see here, folks. It was just Sasquatch, that's all. Just kidding. So anyways, I hope this is worth it. I wanted to come back and share. I am seeing pretty parts of the river and kind of noticing about where we are, and we might be coming up onto the faster moving highway in a minute. But I remember coming up this way earlier thinking how nice it was. Now it's a little bit hard to see the river. There's big patches of woods, but every once in a while we'll get a big nice clearing. You can see out that way. And you know, as I mentioned earlier, the road to Pole Bridge was so holy, filled with potholes, you'd think it was the road to Bible camp. And turns out somebody has done some work up here this year, because earlier this year they were laughing about the potholes. Like, we can't believe so many people drive up there despite the condition of this road. And yeah, as you see, it looks like they've had quite a few visitors, and guy was mentioning where I bought my cheeseburger that they're actually running out of some of their products because they had more people than they expected. And there was definitely more people than I expected. And you know what I was going to say is I was up there and coming around to get my vehicle. I think I parked my vehicle by the burger stand and hopped out, and there was one of my buddies from work, and he's Jody. And so it was kind of nice seeing a young guy from work. Had mentioned he's heading up this way because he's going to go into the park and camp up there by Bowman Lake, so I think that's pretty neat. And it even looked like he had a nice young lady with him, assuming he's with his girlfriend. So that was interesting because, you know, they'll keep saying, oh, you know, it's a small town, blah blah blah, especially when you're talking shit, right? Careful what you say, it's a small town. And you know, word gets around fast when you talk about people. But funny thing, as small as Kalispell is, I feel like I rarely ever see the people I know. Anyways, try not to miss a beat here. Every time I drive by a cool opening, I don't get to show it, and then I point the camera and it's gone. So, that's exactly what I told him. It's funny, it's a small town and I never see people I know, and then here I am out in the middle of the jungle, and I do run into somebody I know. Yeah, it looks like the river is going off a light away. I'm not sure. I mean, because I assume, you know, it kind of leaves us for a little bit, and then you'll come down and find a left turn. And so that's what I'm looking for. I almost think I saw this guy here earlier. If not, there was some place like this. I was thinking, boy, I sure would like to stop and show everybody. You know, let's see what we can do here. Yes. Awesome. So, yeah. It's one thing looking out the window. Yeah, just in case I never make it up here again, I'll have to remember this. Oh, I want to do here. Let's do this guy a favor. There's somebody who's got someplace to be. I'm gonna do him a favor and let him drive past me. Now, see, there we are. We got back up to the fast-moving highway. Yepers, sure enough, these people have places to be. Not I. I've got all the time in the world. Whoops. Forget where I'm going. And, yeah, awesome. Yes, this is what I wanted to share. Absolutely. Yeah. Got my eye on the road, so I don't know what I'm taping anymore. So I'm just assuming our turnoff will be up here shortly. I'm really hoping on it, because I don't really want to go fast right now. I just want to get to that back road. Now, I think I shared this coming up in the earlier part of my little series of videos. And I do think pointing south definitely gives us a better point of view. And the sunshine is different right now. So you see, I've been out here a few hours. You might notice longer shadows than the first video I did coming up this way. So, interesting thing about the Smokies, when you do look at a group of mountains, it really gives you a concept of distance, you know. Let's see, the Glacier Rim. I'm interested in going down here. I want to go there. Maybe I'll go down there someday. It's called Glacier Rim, so we'll put that in my my to-do list, right? Let's do that. We'll put that in my to-do list. I have a strong feeling we're gonna get our turn off soon. That's why I feel like I want to kind of keep you on board with me here. So this is where even if you can see where you're going, it's good if you have headlights. Now, a lot of cars have these built-in daylight type of things, which is what mine does. So, like, if it gets too dark out, my regular headlights will come on. I don't even have to think about it. Now, normally when I get in a vehicle, I just switch on the headlights. That way I never forget to do it later when I need to. And I don't even think about it in this one. She does it for me. Here's somebody getting a good exercise, see? Alright. I don't think he's gonna care. But yeah, we had a river out the window. Now we got a thick forest. I'm keeping an eye out for our road. Doubt it's that one. Yeah, I was trying to pull up Google Map and get a gauge about where the road's gonna be, and still no phone signal out here, so I wasn't able to do that. Alright, so thankfully we're turning into some pretty point of view here. Right on. Yeah. Hey, finally. I'm like, show me something beautiful. Every time I get bored and shut off the camera, I find something amazing. So, Blankenship, thank you. Plenty of signage. That's what I was hoping on, okay? Plenty of signage to go to Blankenship. Yeah. This way I can show you where the North Fork connects to the South. Or not the South Fork, but the Middle Fork. And the South Fork splits off down in Hungry Horse. Right as you're coming to Hungry Horse. I just think that's a pretty building. So this is the actual fire department for the town, or I don't know what you call it, a township of Blankenship. But yeah, you see kind of where we came from up that way. And here's where we're going. Yes, so we might be in good time. Figure if it can stay above 80 degrees, that'd be nice. Stay above 80 degrees for me so I can go jump in that water. And here we have what's out here. Oh, I think these people live here all year round. We're a little closer to town here, so no much. I'm gonna say not so much trouble trying to get into the grocery store. And you can, oh my goodness, I was taping my fingers. My goodness. All right, now you can go this way and go through Coram into Hungry Horse, or go back out that way and drive into Columbia Falls, and then go to the grocery store if you live here. And of course, we're kind of close to Kalispell. So like, I guess people travel for at least 100 miles or so to get to a hub where they can use like the big grocery stores like Costco and Walmart, and see doctors and stuff like that, including people from north of the border. So people will come down from British Columbia, maybe on a regular basis, like maybe every month, to use the grocery stores and everything. And then while they're at it, might as well go outside. So of course, people come from Canada to get in a Flathead. Now they got some big lakes up in British Columbia, but that's also a big province, you know. So it might be a shorter drive for some of these guys to ride down here and get in our lake. Yeah, I was just talking to a few guys from Canada earlier, and I kind of mentioned that to them, that yeah, people come from so far away to use this, the shopping centers, including down from Canada. The next biggest, well, I don't know what's up in Alberta, like if those guys come down as much, but British Columbia doesn't really seem to have much big towns up that way. And I think the one main route that's open is if you go up Highway 93, so that's definitely gonna be from the BC side. Whereas this is a route, if like I just came off of, or if you would have stayed north, it would have taken you to Canada, but that one's not open. Yeah, there's somebody paused here. Maybe they live here, I don't know. I just wanted to get by them nice and careful. You know, maybe they're doing a cruise and they don't want any pressure in traffic, so I was really wanting to keep you on board to share the bridge. I think we'll be there before we know it, right? I hope we'll be there before we know it. Now, the thing is, you don't get a really good point of view off of the bridge. You know, last time I came up, I was in a small car, so it could be different. I don't know. So what have we here? Rabe Road. Yeah. This is like somebody's yard. Yeah, it's like we're in a residential area of probably a lot of people's backyard looks like the forest, but it's somebody's backyard. Again, I think, you know, sometimes it's ideal to live in a place like this, but you know, if they've ever had a forest fire, it would really be a bummer up here. I think there's a very small chance they have to worry about it right here, but they do have big fuzzy critters. Yeah, this is what I was hoping to share. I was thinking we'll see what we can get. I want to open the window for this, because part of visiting a river is hearing a river. No, one vehicle at a time, unless you got really skinny vehicles. Ta-ta-ta-ta. There we have it. That's where the North Fork goes. That's where the Middle Fork goes. And this one is going all the way into the Flathead, okay? So here we are. Thankfully I got a nice tall vehicle so you can get right up there. That's where the river splits. So we were driving along the part of the river that goes off to the left. If you go to the one to the right, that'll take you along the south side of Glacier Park. So I don't know if you can hear me. I had the phone out the windows. I'm really happy. I really wanted to share this part with you. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yay. Now, I don't know if I should keep the window. Part of the reason I roll up the window, you know, is because the wind. The wind's kind of irritating, you know. That's because my hair is blowing around, so I think I'll show you what's out the window. Kind of curvy road back here. Yeah. I was thinking maybe I will share the remainder of the trip down to the lake. It's really not that far off, but this is a really neat part of the road. It takes me back to the days when we lived here with Rosie and I, and we lived in Martin City. You know, it's funny they call it Martin City. It's like barely even a town. It doesn't even have its own gas station or anything. If anything, you know, Hungry Horse is the town, and it has like a little gas station, a little grocery store, and then a couple Huckleberry gift shop type of things. And that's about it. I think they got a liquor store too, so not much to it. A fire department, because there's a lot of people that live up in the woods here. So it's kind of like a little mini hub to the people living here. So we're between Columbia Falls and the entrance to Glacier Park. So if you don't want to go all the way to town, we do got a little grocery store up here. And you know, so I was really fortunate to be able to live up here for a while and get to know the area at the time. Right on. I'm really happy that I was able to make this trip today, because what I had imagined was driving from Sea Falls up to Polbridge, and then see if I could catch Blankenship on the way back. And as a bonus, we were able to check out the campground and put my feet in the water. Still saying water funny. And and at the rate we're going, I think we have some time left. It's just now going on 8 o'clock. I just now have some time left to get down to Lake 5. Woohoo! Oh, this is the gist of it. I almost, oh my goodness, am I getting to the end? Well, I'm just thinking, I can't wait to get to the end. You know, I'm really just looking forward to getting in that water finally. Alright. Very soon, everybody. I'm just gonna keep this on because it's so cool back here. I just love these type of windy roads. And I really think we're close to where I want to go swimming. Oh, here we go. Ah. I think a lot of train traffic comes through on this one track, okay? And we have Amtrak and everything. Checking down that way. And there we go. I'll show you what's down that way as I'm driving through. Now this railway runs alongside the lake I'm going to. Sometimes when you're out there, you can see it right through these trees. That's Lake 5 through there. Yeah, so sometimes we'll have a choo-choo going by while we're at the lake. And that's how I know we're getting really close, so I might as well share this so you see how you get from there to here. If you're coming down from the North Fork, this is one way to do it. To get over to Highway 2. It might actually be a little bit faster, you know. As far as, say I want to get on Highway 2 and travel that way. Going east, you know. And if I wanted to go back to Kalispell immediately, or head west immediately, I would definitely want to stay on that road we were on until it curves down west. So, we had a friend living up here, so we're close to Coram. I might be just past Coram, where I come out from here. Get back on Highway 2. And I was thinking pretty much about moving up here and staying with her for a little bit. I really had it strong in my head. I was thinking I'll pack it up at the last house and come up here. And well, the lady quit answering the phone because I think she was just getting older and sicker, you know. So I mean, so maybe it's a good thing I didn't try to come up here and live, you know. But that's what I had in mind. So I was really getting close. You know, like I said, I lived up here back in 2013, 2014. And this is really some of the good stuff, like real estate wise. I think people pay good money to live up here just because they're really close to Glacier National Park. People pay good money to live in Whitefish as well. Yeah, so not sure this is somebody's backyard, but it looks like they're getting cleared out. So this is how I know we're at that T. I'm looking around for some traffic, and well, share every bit I can. I really enjoy seeing the mountaintops, and I do believe we are close to where we need to be. So take a quick peek. Oh yes, absolutely. Paul's Memorial. All right, so I don't remember the name of this being Paul's Memorial. So I was hoping we could get a good look at this lake as I'm coming down here. Try to keep it slow here, otherwise we kick up dust. That's the thing. And I don't remember if anyone camps out. There might be a campground out to the left here, but yeah, there's definitely a groundkeeper that lives here, and they absolutely hate it when people come blasting down here, making dust. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And I was hoping there's going to be a thin amount of people. Maybe I'd get a good parking spot. Oh, yes. I think I'm going to take you. Got to take you down here and show you. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see any reason to pause or break up these videos from where we started. And yeah, some places I paused it because I just really wanted to pay attention and kind of get through some of the boring parts, so to speak, right? I was really hoping on a really good parking spot, so let's see what we got. Yeah. I see people here that are getting ready to leave, so if there's any chance of that. I've made a lot of videos coming down here, and I used to bring my geese down here, so there could be a video of me and Easter down here and my gooses. If you look in my so that's explaining some of the floppy-footed creatures that live here, so you recognize them if you see them. So anyways, yeah, in my goose videos, there's ones where I've come down to see to swim with Easter, And there we have it. Somebody's given me a spot. So I might go on ahead and share my plunge. Yeah, so just thought I would play this by ear. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna videotape me going all the way down here, but here we are. And the nice thing is the last place I stopped at, I got my bathing suit, got my water, and I kept my river shoes on. So here we are. Alright, so I wanted to make sure this is locked up for safekeeping, because I just came from Polbridge and I've got some valuable cargo in there known as my pastries, right? I don't want to come back and find that somebody has taken my pastries. And I had a little something I wanted to throw in the trash here, if I could find a trash can. So quickly, just let me get through that quick. I hope nobody's in here. And I will share. What I'm interested in knowing is if the lake is really pretty. And you gotta get in just the right sunlight. And it's really pretty. Alright, so this is it. Yes. Beautiful. Alright, so here's our deal. Wow. This is our deal. Now the dock is pretty wet. Thinking it'd be nice to toss my towel down here. You don't have that pretty blue color just because of the angle of the sun, so there we are.
Ready? Let's come back here.
No! This way.
Okay. You want help?
Alright. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna take a dip. I will talk to you soon.